Hi, this is Bert Hernandez, the founder of the Think and Grow Rich Mastermind and Study Group here on Facebook. And today I want to share with you a quick story about Tony Robbins. Yes, Tony Robbins. I was reminded today of a story Tony shared with us once. You see, he had just been out on the road doing seminars for about 3 or 6 months, and he was looking forward to just getting back to his castle. Yes, back then he had a castle. And just crashing, just chilling. And when he got home, there was a stack of notes and of calls that he had to return. And he began to get upset because he was just looking forward to chilling out. We all know how that feels. We just don't want to do anything else. We just want to veg. But it was just then that he realized that this is what he wanted. He wanted to be needed by people, and he wanted to help them. And here they were reaching out to him, and he was getting upset about it. It's in this moment that he realized that he needed to change his mindset. So he asked himself a better question. And what you see back there, backwards, is power of questions. He asked himself a better question. He asked himself, how can I get this done and enjoy the process? And it was at this moment that he remembered that while he was gone, he had had workmen install a brand new hot tub. And this story was brought up to me, or just reminded me, by Greta, one of the people in my private mastermind group, because something he asked anybody who wanted to go. There was about 4,000 people in the audience, and he asked everybody who wanted to go to join his mastery university but didn't have the money. And a lot of people raised their hands, and he picked out one person, and he said to him, why do you want to go, and why can't you afford it? So he told him, I want to go because I know it'll make a change in my life, etc., etc. And he said, but I can't afford it because I'm a college student. He said, I had to scrape up the money just to make it to this event. And he says, okay, well, where do you go to school? He said, Juilliard's, because this was in New York. He said, Juilliard's. So you must be good at something musical, perhaps. He said, yeah, I play a little guitar. Tony says, right, a little guitar, and you got into Juilliard's. He said, well, let me ask you a question. Do you have 10 or 20 songs that you've written? He says, oh yeah, I've got tons of songs that I've written. He says, would you be able to take 10 songs and record them and put them on a CD? Back then we had CDs. And the guy says, yeah, sure, I could do that. He says, well, great. Then he turned to the audience and he said, let me ask all of you, would you pay $10 for a CD with 10 songs from this aspiring musician who is going to Juilliard and wants to do the Mastery University program? Raise your hands if you're willing to contribute $10 towards this gentleman's goal. Everybody, including myself, raised their hands. And he said, now Tony's a great salesman and he knows how to close. He said, outside on the break, there is an ATM machine, because he does not take credit cards. So go to your ATM machine or borrow 10 bucks or get 10 bucks out of your pocket and give it to this gentleman with your business card, which includes your address, so that when he publishes the CD, because he's not going to do it today, he can mail it out to you. At the break, everybody ran for the ATM machine, and people were asking each other for business cards that didn't have one so they could write their address. The next morning, he came back with a duffel bag, this young guy. And Tony said, how did you do? He said, oh my God, just about everybody gave me money. There was 3,000 plus people there. So if you do the math quickly, 3,000 times $10 is $30,000. Mastery University is about 20. let's say he got a discount and got it down to 15. What was Tony's point? That this young man who believed that he could not get the money, that he didn't know where he's going to get the money from, he got them to identify, to think of how he could get that money rather than I can't do it. See, when we tell ourselves that I can't afford that or I don't have the money for that, we immediately stop all the positive thoughts and ideas that will contribute to our success. When I say, or other people say, I can't join this group, or I can't have a coach, or I can't get this, immediately I stop thinking of all the solutions. The question is, how can I? What can I do to do that? What can I sell? Can I go and work for Lyft? Can I deliver pizzas? Can I sell a product or service? Can I, if I'm a great writer, can I write online for people? Absolutely. There's tons of things and ways that you can do, things you can do here in this country to generate money. But you have to first get rid of this poverty consciousness and say to yourself, okay, I want this. How am I going to do that? And then put on your thinking cap and take off the judge's robe and start thinking of creative ideas. My name is Bert Hernandez. I thank you very much for your time and listening. I hope you get a great message out of this and that you apply it. Bye-bye.